Building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing on this great Tuesday evening, man? It's Tuesday evening. Man, it's 8 o'clock over here in Southern California. I know it's 10 out there in Texas somewhere, and then I know it's 11 out there on the East Coast somewhere, man. So, yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. We here for another show. We here for another show, man. We about to get this thing popping. I got my blood cousin on the line, man. What's up with you, my boy?
Man, up here burning midnight oil over here, baby boy.
My boy, my boy. As my sons would say. My boy, my boy. What's up with you, man? Yeah, he
Yeah.
said burning that midnight oil. Hey, I mean, it's 10 out there, man. Come on, man. It's time to get it right and straight. You know what I'm saying? We only got 2 more weeks, man. We only
Man, I'm
got two
ready.
more weeks.
I'm ready for it too, man. Hell, no football been gone too long.
Hey, it really has been though. It really has been. But think about this, man. Like, man, you know that day that you thought you was gonna jump off the cliff because you didn't think you was gonna make it. Well, guess what, bro? You made it. You almost there, man. You're almost there, Cowboy fans. You're almost there. So don't jump off the fence so fast because you're almost there. Hey, man. Before we get going, though, I know you. Is there some? Are you able to? Are you able to see the comments? Able to see the comments? If you're able to see the comments on Facebook, let me know if you're able to see the comments. We gonna get some.
Yeah.
We gonna shout out some very important people. You want Facebook? You want YouTube? You let me know which one you want.
So let,
Veda, huh?
let me get YouTube.
All right, there we go. So go ahead and get the YouTube up. Veda Smith, what's up with you, sir? What's up with you, sir? Hey, I know it's Cowboy season when I see my real Cowboy fans tapping in. Appreciate you, my boy. Who else we got over here? We also got we got a couple people up in here. We got Bonnie. We got my boy. Oh, actually got Bonnie up in here. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for showing love. Who we got over there on YouTube, my boy?
Ain't nobody coming yet. They acting shy, man. They ain't.
Oh, they act. Oh, we got some shy guys over there on the YouTube. Okay. Well, yeah, I know my boy Lil Baby is probably lurking out there somewhere. That's probably him, the one viewer. Hey, what's up, Veda? Appreciate you, my boy, on YouTube with the 100 band. Appreciate you, sir. Hey, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. Whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must hit that share button. I need every single person right now, if no matter where you are, to hit that share button. I need everybody to hit that share button. And I appreciate you guys. Hit that share button right now. I need everybody to hit that share button. All right. If you haven't already, we got 10 total shares. I need everybody to hit that share button. If you haven't, no matter what platform you're watching on, hit that share button. All right. Now, the next thing I need you guys to do, whenever West Coast goes live, there's these things called stars. What are stars? Stars are just simply monetary. They're a monetary gift that you can give to the creator. Who is the creator? Your boy West Coast is the creator. And my cousin O'Henny, he up here creating content too. So appreciate him. I need you guys right now, if you have not already, to hit that star button. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here. And I'm going to go through here and I'm going to say what's up to everybody that I see in the comment box while I'm also sharing, because I'm sharing my own content too. You feel me? So look at that. Boom. Look at that. West Coast. You about to see West Coast be the #1 share of his own content. Look at that. Look at God. Hey, but make sure you guys hit that share button. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some content as y'all share some content. And I look at my cousin sharing too. I just see my Yolanda Lewis is sharing too. Real ass Cowboy fan. Appreciate you, auntie. I ain't mean to cuss though. But what's up with you, auntie? I got my boy JJ. I got Jose Jasco in the building. What's up, sir? Appreciate you for tapping in. Thank you, sir, for sharing. Can't wait for you to get tapped in. Appreciate you guys. Who else we got up in here, man? Who else we got up in here? We got 33 people, man. Let's get 100 people up in here. We ain't had 100 people on here in a minute, man. YouTube, I know y'all be on YouTube, y'all be banging, man. It's like Facebook. As soon as the NFL season is over, Facebook just goes. Y'all go to sleep on Cowboy content. They just go sleep. They said we'll hear y'all next year. But guess what, y'all? Next year is here. Next year is here. You feel me? So it's time to get locked in, man. I'm sharing the content. Make sure you share the content. I got Scott William Beard up in the building. What up, boy? I see you. Hey, man, I got some OG gangsters up in here. Some OG, triple OGs, man. I got some real Cowboy fans up in here, man. Like some real Cowboy fans, like my boy David Beard, who just dropped 1,000 bands on your boy. Appreciate you, boy. Appreciate you. Hey, man, if you want to get a Run the Damn Ball hat like these two cool guys on the comment that are watching right now, I got on the Nipsey Hussle. I'm banging that. I'm representing the Nipsey Hussle blue right now. My cousin got on the he got on the original. He got on the original, the navy blue. He got on the navy blue. I'm about to send him for his good works and everything that he been doing. I'm about to have to send him another hat, man. I'm about to send him another hat, man. You might have to trade. You want to trade up, man, because you know what I'm saying. Listen, man. I gotta say, congratulations, man. He made it through his probation, man. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, man. He made it through his probation, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? A couple of days he came into work, didn't have his stapler. You know what I'm saying? But he made it through his probation, yo. He made it through the probation, man. You feel me? You feel me? He be screaming crazy stuff like me, like run the damn ball because you're going to win all the games. You run the damn ball. He official, y'all. He official. All right, y'all. So, yo, David Beard, hey, don't forget to send your 1,500 more stars, man, so you can get your run the damn ball hat. I want to make sure you get it. Auntie Yolanda, appreciate you for all the love and the support, and thank you for being a real Cowboy fan out there. And shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube that's afraid to say hello. What's up with you? And, hey, my boy JJ, Jasco, if you want to run the damn ball hat, all you got to do is send 2,500 stars and then tell me what hat you want. We got crazy-ass Neil in the building. Hey, I'm going to tell you this right here. My boy Neil is... He has made a commitment to punch all haters in the throat. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I support Neil, but that's crazy as hell. But I'm going to support him on that one. If you a hater, I'm going to tell you this right here. My boy Neil going to be looking for you in the comment box, so watch your mouth. That's all I'm going to say. What up, David? We got David in the building, too. What up, David? Real Cowboy fan right there. What up, boy? Jerry Jones said he's been a problem with the organization so long he's been holding it. I mean, we ain't about to start all that, man. We got other stuff we got to talk about, man. Y'all can piss on Jerry tomorrow, man. We got other stuff we got to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? We got other stuff. So, yo, let's go ahead and jump in this thing right now, man. So, hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all this. The NFL put out this little thing. They put out this little sheet. They had a couple names on there. Had 10 to be exact. And the NFL went around the board, and they are not even trying. What's up, Auntie Sandra? I got my Auntie Sandra in the building. Hey, my favorite.
Hey, Auntie.
What's up with you? Hey, not my Auntie Brenda Sandra, but I'm my Auntie Sandra. Yeah, I mean, but my other Auntie Sandra. Cause he know me. He know I got another real auntie that be in the choir. You know what I'm saying? She be singing. You know what I'm saying? That's my other auntie. You know what I mean? But hey, Auntie. Hey, all my favorite aunties is named Sandra, except for my one auntie named Auntie Brenda. In case she's watching, you're still my favorite auntie. All right? Because, hey, my one auntie, she be really watching my content. So I can't be. She'll call me like, well, now come on now, West Coast, last Thursday. I said, I heard on the internets you were saying somebody else was your favorite auntie. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Joseph Warren? Let's get into this thing. So, yo, Dak Prescott is always getting graded. Like, I'm just being honest with you, man. They're going to never let this young man live. Dak Prescott got graded again, and they were ranking the top 10 quarterbacks in all of football, man. So they had the top 10 quarterbacks of all of football up here. And this is by the NFL GMs associations of people who watch football and who know football. These are all supposed to be the so-called experts, the spurts of X, you know what I'm saying? And they have ranked the top 10 quarterbacks in football right now. Coming in at number 1, you already know who they gave it, old dirty mustache, Aaron Rodgers. Come on down. Salute to you, Aaron Rodgers, for being the number 1 quarterback in football. Number 2, they have the guy who my sons have a hairstyle like, Patrick Mahomes. Don't even know him. The guy's so influential, my kids don't even know him, but they got his haircut. Then you got old Josh Allen, black guy in a white guy's body. What's up with you, Josh? I love you, man. The reason why I say Josh is because, man, Josh Allen, that's a tough son to be right there, young man. I ain't gonna lie. Josh Allen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. There's only a few quarterbacks up here that I would be like, yo, I like that dude. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Allen, I like that dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I rock with him. Like I
He
like
balling, man.
Yeah, I like that's what I like. That's what I like. It's just something about him I like, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Tom, the GOAT Brady. Tom Brady, 4th best quarterback in football. Then you got Joe Burrows. I've only played 1 full season in the NFL, and I had the same receiver as college, Burrows. What's up with you, Joe Burrows, coming in at number 5? I think that's a little high. I definitely think that's a little high for good old Joe, but you guys know what they love to do. They love to fall in love with the Christmas presents before they open them. Okay, we got Mr. Super Bowl champion, 6th best quarterback in football, Mr. Matthew Stafford, never going to be anything in life because he's a Detroit Lion, but did he prove them wrong? Then you got good old Justin Herbert, a.k.a. he's the best thing that's come out of Oregon since Nike. I mean, pretty much. I mean, since Nike. You know what I'm saying? Shout out for Justin Herbert for putting the whole Oregon Ducks program on his back and trying to make them look good. Shout out to him for the 7th best quarterback in football. Then you got Mr. Let 'em Cook, Russell Wilson. Shout out to him. Married an R&B singer and got some soul. I heard that R&B singer husband. Salute to Russell Wilson for not being known as Sierra's husband, because that's pretty hard to do. Not to do.
Then we got number 9, Mr. Deshaun Happy Ending Watson.
Ooh, allegedly. Allegedly. He is alleged. He's down with the happy endings, allegedly. You kissing her daddies. You know what she supposed to do when she walk up in here. Don't nobody come up in here in my house. Don't no kid walk past my lips without me kissing them. Get on up in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We kiss our kids up in here. But yo, and then we got Dakota. Let it rain. Prescott. The rain man himself. Let it rain, Prescott, man. So yo, this is what PFF, this is what the NFL associations of associates and associations have come out and said who the top 10 quarterbacks in football. So I want y'all to look at this list, and I want to know, man, is there anybody or anything on here that you disagree with right out the gate? Anybody disagree with Aaron Rodgers being the best quarterback in football?
I do.
Well, damn. I thought I didn't like the motherfucker. I guess you really don't like him. Okay, well, who you got as number 1 then? Shit.
It definitely would not be Aaron Rodgers. It would.
Hold up real quick. I don't got sound effects, but I gotta make a noise. The boy Darren Gomez just dropped 2,500 stars. He's coming over to the Run the Damn Ball Club. Salute to you, brother. Hey, Darren Gomez, I need you to inbox your address right now because I got a Run the Damn Ball hat in your size coming to your big old head. Why? Because it is a snapback, so it's gonna fit your whole noggin. Send me your address, Mr. Gomez. Real Cowboy fan right there. Go ahead. You know I'd only interrupt you for some money, man. Go ahead, GA. I got you, man.
But nah, it definitely, for me, it will either be Patrick Mahomes, the guy that has lived in the AFC Championship game since he got into the league, or it would be Tom Brady, the GOAT, who just still had a career season. So that's my 1 and 2. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for what Aaron Rodgers does as a quarterback. He is very talented, immensely talented, but it just for what everybody else is doing in the league. Tom Brady just won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes just won a Super Bowl like a couple years ago, just won an MVP. And I know Aaron Rodgers was MVP of the league, but this man also was just one and done in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you guys this. This is how you know the NFL is like a kind of like a hit and miss league where it's like your popularity and what your celebrityism does kind of matter. Because they were all on Lamar Jackson as a top 5 quarterback for the longest since he's been in the NFL. Now he's not even a top 10. Has Lamar Jackson really fallen off? No. I'm going to tell you what's happened with Lamar Jackson. That glaze and that shine that was on him isn't on him no more.
And
you know what I'm saying?
The issue is, and I'm just going to touch on this very, very shortly.
Lamar should be on. I'm gonna tell you this. I gotta say this before we even start this. Deshaun Watson should not be on this list.
No, the man ain't played.
He should not be on this list. Like
when
there's
last play, he was 4-12.
Yeah, like exactly. So there are a couple quarterbacks that I do not believe should be on this list. I don't believe Deshaun Watson should be on this list. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even believe Russell Wilson should be on this list.
If we just talk about what have you done for me lately.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, like Aaron Rodgers playoffs, Patrick Mahomes playoffs, Josh Allen playoffs, Tom Brady playoffs, Joe Burrow's playoffs, Matthew Stafford playoffs, Justin Herbert. Did the Chargers go to the playoffs last year?
No.
They did not. Russell Wilson, did they go to the playoffs? No. Deshaun Watson, did they go to the playoffs last year? No. Then you have Dak Prescott? Bro, are you freaking kidding me, bro? He won 12 effing games. And you got 3 dudes behind him, in front of him, who didn't even take their team to the playoffs? That's trash, bro.
Right. And
that's trash, bro.
And then let's just say this. I got deep dive numbers for you, because even if we disregard last year,
bro, there's no way that Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson are 8 and 9. Okay, you can say I will give you on Justin Herbert, But there's no way Dak is outside of 8, bro. You're hoping Russell Wilson's going to be in a better situation, and you're hoping Deshaun Watson can be who he was 2 years ago. Not last year, because he didn't play last year, and not the 4-12 year, but 2 solid years ago.
Hold up. I understand Justin Herbert has put up these gaudy numbers, but what has he done to be the 7th best quarterback in the league besides have a bunch of numbers and lose games? Because I want everybody to understand this. You do realize that Justin Herbert has a losing record as a starter. This man is 15-17 as an NFL starting quarterback. He had a chance to get into the playoffs last year, the last game of the season, and lost. So what has he done to solidify himself as a top 7 quarterback? And we have all this different criteria to be elite, except for put up numbers.
I mean, I think the two people just getting shattered on is Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson, bro. There's no way that Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson had better seasons. If you're just looking at them right now, there's no way that Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson had better seasons than Lamar Jackson or Dak Prescott. Deshaun Watson didn't even freaking play, bro. That is a 100% hope.
Yeah, he may not play this year.
And he may not even play this year.
So let's get this straight. Deshaun Watson qualifies to be the 9th best quarterback in the league
without playing in 2 years, damn near.
He posted a 4-12 record the last time he played. He was 4-12 as a starter. He set out a whole entire year, and then he's probably going to miss a majority of this year.
And a whole new system, bro. And then think about this. The last time Deshaun Watson threw a ball, guess who he was throwing the ball to? DeAndre Hopkins. Think about that. Yep. The last time he was throwing touchdowns, he was throwing them to Hopkins.
Well, I'll give you this one thing. Because, D-Hop was not there the very last year. But he still had a very solid group. He had Brandon Cooks.
D-Hop been gone 2 years?
Yeah, D-Hop been gone for a second.
But I thought this was his first year. This is his second year in Arizona?
It's his second year in Arizona.
So then D-Hop was there for the 4-12 year, wasn't he?
No, because he had already left. They got rid of him for the bag of chips before the season started.
Yeah, but he didn't play 2021.
So
D-Hop. So where was? So D-Hop. Oh yeah, because D Hopkins was in Arizona when we played him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
So he had Brandon Cooks, and then he also had a guy that just left from here, Randall Cobb, and he had a bunch of other assortment of weapons and Fuller and all the other guys. He put up numbers, but he did not win games. I'll give him that. He put up numbers. But I keep hearing about win-losses for quarterbacks when they apply to Prescott, so let's apply to Watson. Matter of fact, overall, people, did y'all know that Deshaun Watson was 28-26 as a starter? This man is only 2 games over 500.
Damn. What's Dak's record? Give me Dak's, because they're going to ask. Put it in the comment box.
Speaking of Dak Prescott has the 4th most wins by a quarterback since 2016. So I want y'all to take time to understand that there are only 3 quarterbacks who have won more games since 2016 when he came in the league than Dak Prescott. That's Tom Brady, that's Aaron Rodgers, and that's Russell Wilson.
And that's missing a whole season, y'all. Damn near.
Yeah, he missed 11 games. So missing 11 games, he's still one of the most winningest quarterbacks in the league. He had 53 wins.
And I mean, it's hard for some people. Hey, shout out to Coach Marv. Hey, it's gonna be hard for some. Hey, all you guys on YouTube, can you guys hit that like button? I got 9 people watching, only 3 likes. Can I get the rest of you guys to hit that like button? One thing I've always said about Dak Prescott is he's not a traditional quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a traditional quarterback. And think about this, Dak could be one of the best to do it, man, because he did it the way the Cowboys wanted him to do it this year. That was not Dak's way of playing football this year. Staying in the pocket, delivering throws, that was not his way of throwing. And guess what? He threw more touchdowns than any quarterback that's ever thrown touchdowns in a Dallas Cowboy uniform.
And he did it in the 16 games where the naysayers say anything about that.
Exactly, because he only played 16 games last year. So it's that's why I look at this list, man, and I ain't gonna lie. I think 1 through 4 is good. I think Joe Burrows is a way too high. I think that you can't You can't have one season. You can't have one good season and then you're going up against guys who have consistently shown that they've been at least 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I think Joe Burrows, I think that's still I think he's a little high. I think he definitely should be a top 10, but I think I would still put Matthew Stafford at 5. I would put Matthew Stafford at 5 and Herbert. The Cowboy fan in me wants to say Dak over Herbert, you know what I'm saying? But I know y'all gonna crap on yourself if I do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see me personally, I don't see how Dak couldn't be outside of 7 at worst.
And then let's go even further. I got some numbers for you right here. So we already discussed he's since 2016, 4th in wins. But did you also know he was 9th in touchdown passes, 8th in passing yards, and as of today, he has the 5th highest completion percentage for a career in league history.
And that's pretty good for a guy you guys say isn't accurate.
Yes. And of course, that is without a cutoff. So everybody has played a different amount of games. But for qualified passers, he is the 5th highest in career completion percentage.
And so and you know what, man? And the crazy thing about this list too, if you go on here and you rank the offensive coordinators on here, man, like I'm taking Aaron Rodgers OC, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes OC for sure, I'm taking Josh Allen's OC for sure, I'm taking Tom Brady Leftwich, hell yes I am. Joe Burrows, taking his OC. I'm definitely taking the Rams OC, who's their head coach. Chargers would probably be where I would probably be like,
well, Joe Lombardi is a pretty decent.
He's been slinging, yeah. But I'm just saying, all these guys also have really good offensive coordinators, guys who understand what they're doing with the football too. Match with what? Really good quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. So you have really good quarterbacks, and then you have a really good offensive coordinator who's helping those guys, who's steering those guys in the right direction. So what are you going to do? You're going to see consistent success.
Right. And then, I see a bunch of the talking heads try to discredit Prescott being on the list. So let's start with this. This is not a list that people just pulled out of their ass. Players, coaches, and execs voted. And these are the top 10 quarterbacks that the players, the execs, and the coaches picked. This is not us putting Dak in the top 10. This is what his peers and everybody else that are currently in the NFL says.
Facts. And you know what's amazing? At worst case scenario, you know what they're saying? You know what they said? Dak is 4 names away from being better than the guy who won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what this really also shows me? This also shows me that having a top 5 quarterback, having the best quarterback in football don't mean nothing, man. Because Aaron Rodgers lost in the playoffs at home. Patrick Mahomes lost in the playoffs at home. Josh Allen's lost in the playoffs. Tom Brady lost in the playoffs at home. Joe Burrows lost in the playoffs. Justin Herbert
didn't make it.
Matthew Stafford won the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert didn't make it. Russell didn't make it. Deshaun Watson didn't make it. Dak lost in the playoffs at home.
Mm-hmm. And then, they also were holding that against Prescott about this playoff losses, this playoff record. But they have the nerve to have the other guys up here. Justin Herbert ain't never won a playoff game.
Has he been to the playoffs?
He's never been to the playoffs. Deshaun Watson has the same amount of wins as Dak Prescott. He's 1-2.
Josh, let me look at Matthew.
Josh Allen is 3-3.
What is Matthew Stafford? Matthew Stafford, he didn't have a lot of playoffs.
He didn't go. Yes, he did. He went to the playoffs like twice before and was 1 and done. So I think he's 4-2, but let me double check. But I think he's 4-2 for the postseason. Postseason record. Oh, he's 4-3. So he was 0-3 in the playoffs before he came in. and then he had this run with the Rams. So he's 4-3 as a in the postseason
But think about this: all his wins came with what? The same team.
in the same
Came
year.
last year. All his wins
Matter,
came last year.
matter of fact,
Because we beat him 1 year.
The Tony Romo. Did you know Peyton Manning started his career 0-3 in the playoffs?
Talk to him.
I'm just saying, folks live in a microwave generation. They want players to come in and produce instantaneously, and that's not always the case.
So, yo, man, I want to know in the comment box. Where do you guys place Dak on this list? Hey, let's go ahead and give them the official. Hey, Henny, I think you need to, every time they drop these things like the Dallas Cowboys, the PFF, I think you should hit them back with your own Henny top 10 quarterback ranking list. So let's do that right now. Let's go ahead and do it. And it'd be a cheap little interview. I mean, a little article, but it'll take you 30 seconds to write. So let's go ahead and write this article for Henny real quick. You know, Henny always puts these great opening sentences, so I ain't gonna do all that. But we're gonna say this right here. Who's gonna be your number one? Who's your number one quarterback? Who's your number one quarterback? Can we all let's say I'm gonna say the number one quarterback in football. I'm gonna say this right now only because the mother effer won the MVP, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with Aaron Rodgers being number one. Can we be okay with that, or you wanna fight me on that or what?
I ain't gonna fight you on it. He's the reigning MVP, right?
All right, so then my number two is gonna be Patrick Mahomes.
I'm fine with that, but I'm definitely taking Josh Allen out of the top three.
Okay, so Patrick Mahomes. So we're good on the first two. Patrick Mahomes number two. All right. All right. So number three, best quarterback in football. I'm gonna be honest with you. My number three is probably gonna be TB12.
I'm gonna take Tom Brady as well, so we're fine.
Tom Brady at number 12. Okay, now this is now we're at number 4. It's Ace. I need somebody to put these in the comment box. Somebody type these so we can put these in the comment box.
Okay, I'm gonna put the reigning Super Bowl champion over Josh Allen. So let's put Matthew Stafford at next up.
Hey, that's crazy, man. You took him right out of my. That's who I have. So Matthew Stafford. That puts him at what? 5?
4.
4. So who's number 1?
So we got Aaron Rodgers at 1. Patrick Mahomes at 2. Tom Brady at 3. Matthew Stafford at 4. Now we can slide in Josh Allen because he is hard. I would give him that.
Josh Allen's coming in at 5.
Okay. Number 6. Justin Herbert ain't did enough.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you.
That's probably where Lamar should go.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you. That's where Dak going. Folks just going to be pissed off.
Okay.
Because I'm not taking Justin Herbert in a game over Dak Prescott. I'm not taking Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott. I'm not taking Deshaun Watson over Dak. I'm not taking Russell. Listen to me. They let Russell Wilson cook for the last 2 years, and guess how many wins they made?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Matter of fact, I think I had it up where their record when he throws the ball 40 times is horrendous.
So Dak is 6.
Okay. So if
7.
Dak is 6, let Lamar get in because
Lamar 7.
Yeah, Lamar 7. Because look, Lamar Jackson just won an MVP 2 years ago.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Right out the gate, Deshaun Watson's not making my 10.
No, because I wouldn't put him in. Because
what up, Bruce? What you laughing about? Why?
4-12 and a suspension that not qualify you to be in the top 10.
Bruh, yes. And think about this. You done had 2 different offensive coordinators since then. 2, bruh, because they fired their whole coaching staff in Houston. Now you don't even care about that coaching staff, but now you're in the Texans coaching staff, and guess what? I mean, in Cleveland, and you're totally different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know what Deshaun Watson, and this is something that people always fail to think about. How does this stuff affect them mentally? Everybody doesn't just get shat on and then just come in and start slanging around like it's crack rock. That doesn't happen for everybody. You feel me? Like everybody doesn't just bounce back and just like, oh, it was riding a bike. It's not like riding a bike. He didn't get injured. This is some major trauma. Like he gonna go out there and some folks gonna boo him. You feel me? So yeah, so Lamar is definitely. So where we at now?
All right, so we're at Aaron Rodgers 1, Patrick Mahomes 2, Tom Brady 3, Matthew Stafford 4, Josh Allen 5, Dak Prescott 6, Lamar Jackson 7. Because Lamar Jackson deserved to be on this list beforehand any damn way.
Yep. All right, so who's next? What number are we at?
We're at 8.
We're at 8.
Leave Russ at 8.
Man, see, that's why I like doing shows with family, because I ain't got to talk much. You did me.
Because even though
he's go in my head and just take the thought right out my head.
Even though the man has struggled, he's still Russell Wilson. I'll give him what he's done. You know, he's still a top flight quarterback. But you know, all the other guys that have more recent success.
Factoid.
I remember Dak Prescott beating him in the playoffs and beating him. So there goes my argument right there for that.
And Russell within himself can cook.
Mm-hmm.
He can cook. All right,
let's see.
We got 8.
Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson. So these last two.
What number are we at?
We're at 9.
We're at 9. Let's go. Who you got it for 9?
Boy, let's see.
You know what? Where did we put? You know what? I need to slide. We need to pivot. I'm gonna put Joe Burrows. I'm gonna put Joe Burrows at 6, sliding Dak to 7.
That's fair because he did just go to the damn Super Bowl. And you see, that's who I was forgetting about.
Is Joe Burrows.
So yeah, let's put him right at 6 and put Dak at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you know what?
Evaluate at the end of the year because they do play each other, and we can see what they do this year.
So my end is gonna change. My end is gonna change. So 6 is gonna be Burrows. 7 is gonna be Dak. 9. I mean, wait. 6 is gonna be Burrows. 7 is gonna be Dak. 8 is gonna be Herbert. 9 is gonna be Lamar. 10 is gonna be Russell.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are you sure you want to put Justin Herbert in the top 10 just based on what he's accomplished in the league so far?
Yeah, I'll put him in the top 10.
Everybody else on this list has at least one playoff win.
But my question is this: if you're not putting him in there, then who would then be your 10th? Because I'm okay with putting him I don't have a problem with putting him at 8. And then putting Lamar at 9. And then my 10th would probably be Russ.
That is a very good question.
Burrows is 6.
You got Burrow at 6, Dak at 7. I just don't think Deshaun Watson should be in it at all.
I don't have Watson in there.
Okay, then let's see.
I mean, you still got Kyler Murray out there too.
I'm damn sure not putting Kyle Murray ass in there.
I already know. That's why I didn't even bring him up. I already know how you feel about him.
I said, and look, I'm not saying that he can't be a great quarterback, but Kyler Murray has a losing record as a starter, a losing record against winning teams, and has never won a playoff game. So he definitely is not going to be in mine. And he had 3 years to produce.
So who's after? I think we're good. I think we have 7. I think we're at 7. 7 is so 6 is Burrows. 7 is Dak. So you just need 8, 9, 10.
All right. So let's see. Let's put Lamar Jackson right after that. I'm fine with that.
You gonna put Lamar over Herbert?
All day of the week, every day of the week.
Hey, he was a former MVP.
Man just won MVP. Man has a winning record. Man has a playoff win. So I'll take
David. What you saying? My boy David saying. What about Derek Carr?
And you know what? that was who I was thinking about. I would take Derek Carr right now over Deshaun Watson just because he puts up a lot of yards and a lot of numbers with some subpar talent.
I would think that Derek Carr is gonna have a stupid season this year, bro. Win or lose, I would think he's gonna be chucking that mother effer like it's crack rock this year, bro. Because he already does. He be throwing it to some random dudes, bro. Random dude and a fast ass white boy. He always got this fast white boy that just.
Then we got Devontae Adams. They gonna be airing that thing out, man.
And some of those bogus pass interference calls that he be going after, they're gonna be catches.
And he really called it fishing for him.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're actually gonna be catches now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go, man. Let me know. Come on, tell me this list.
All right, so we got Lamar Jackson at 8. Let's put Russell Wilson at 9.
And who's 10?
We're gonna take a vote. It's either gonna have to be Derek Carr or Justin Herbert.
Who statistically had the better season last year? Without me knowing, considering we played them both, I would probably almost want to say Derek Carr.
So let's see.
Not saying he had a better season, but I just feel like Derek Carr played better against the two teams. Like Derek Carr played, man, he was on that boy was throwing it like it was crazy, bro.
Justin Herbert had 5,014 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions.
What Derek have?
Let's see. Let's pull him up. Derek Carr had 4,804 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Yeah. All right. I guess
you gotta go, Herbert. Josh. Yeah, I mean Justin.
Yeah, and I know that does.
But if I think who's gonna have a better season this year, Derek Carr.
Oh yeah.
I think Derek Carr's gonna have a better season. Because I think the Raiders are a type of organization, when they spend that type of money to go get a player, they're going to use the hell out of them. So I think Derek Carr is going to probably have like that MVP type season where he's just chucking that thing because he already does that. Like the Raiders did what I wish the Cowboys would do, and that is bro, you see that your quarterback is your greatest strength, and that's what you guys want to do. Like the Raiders have always wanted to have a big time receiver. They've always wanted to be fast. They've always wanted to throw the ball. That's always what the Raiders have always wanted to do, right? So what do? They go get players that support their culture. Like, that's what they did. They went and got players that support the culture and what they want to do, regardless if it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's right or wrong, it's what they want to do. And they got players that supported that. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to guess, I'd probably say that I would think that Derek's probably going to have a better season. But if I had to do for the list, I would probably put the Chargers kid.
And, it's crazy because 4 guys playing in the same damn division because Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, and Russell Wilson going to be playing each other a lot. So it's gonna be a very interesting season in that aspect.
Yeah, and that's good for us too, because that's 3 great quarterbacks that you only have to play one of them to win a Super Bowl. So yo, man, we've been on this for a minute, man. So yeah, drop y'all comments in the comment box. Let us know what y'all think about this. Where Dak Prescott ranks as far as the top 10 in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And that is the NFL, the Total Football League. You know what I'm saying? They got him 10. My boy gonna drop his top 10 in the morning, so you guys will know where we stand, the West Coast and Henny top 10 quarterback ranking. And we might mess around and do a dang football. We might mess around and do a running back too. We might need to do a running back too. Ooh.
We should, man. I mean, you want to real quick?
Man, I got this another one already juiced up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We'll say that one for another day, though.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Let's see what else. What I got next? Juiced up. All right. So yo, man, my boy been working on this. My boy been working on this article, man. It's about good old Micah Parsons, man, and talking about you know, is it realistically possible to think that the Dallas Cowboys, that every sack, because listen, Michael Parsons is about to try to go get the sack record. He about to go get it. That young man about to go get it, and the Cowboys because it's gonna sell tickets and it's gonna help this team. They gonna tell him to go get it. They gonna say, go get that record, man. But see, when he captures these records and these accolades, it's supposed to be, for most players, the award is tied to a trade check, you know what I'm saying, or a little pot of gold at the end. And I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I'm like, man, I feel like it's a gift. Micah Parsons is almost like a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying, for this organization, because for every sack that he does, I feel like it adds an extra million, a couple $100,000 in his pockets. But at the same time, I think it also, I'm not saying I think it hurts our chances of re-signing Micah at some point, but I think this conversation, because if Micah Parsons ends up being everything that you guys want him to be, theoretically, this young man should carry the title of probably the highest person in football, like any position. Because my boy been looking at these stats, and we're gonna talk about these numbers, man. These sacks, man, because these sacks, they like touchdowns, man. They get you paid.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you got to realize, man, because we have all these high-paid quarterbacks, they gonna always pay a pass rusher. They gonna overpay for somebody to go put
The
that
yin
man on
and the
the
yang.
ground. Yes. Just like you have all these wide receivers getting paid, you see the cornerbacks are starting to get paid. So that's just how it's going to be. And when you actually just look at the highest 3 paid pass rushers in the league right now, you have Khalil Mack at $141 million, Joey Bosa at $135 million, and Myles Garrett at $125 million.
Who was just playing NBA basketball.
Who just out there hooping too. Drop a step back 3, flat-footed dunk. I know dude out there look like he chose the wrong sport.
But talk to him.
But yeah, man, so just looking at what their production in their first 4 years, Khalil Mack had 40.5 sacks. Joey Bosa had 40 sacks exactly. Myles Garrett had 42.5. So all these guys are averaged about 40 sacks in their first 4 years. Micah Parsons already has 14.
Timeout. So you wait. So you're telling me that all these guys, these top sack guys, these top guys in the NFL who are already the highest paid right now, these guys had how many sacks? None of these guys had sacks like Mike.
Nah, because I don't think either one of them had more than 14 their first year. I could be mistaken. Let me check Myles Garrett. I think he might have had a ton of sacks his rookie year, but let me double check.
But most importantly, what your most important thing that you're saying that I'm hearing you say here though is Micah is really on pace to break NFL records and things like that beyond the Dallas Cowboys when it comes to the sacks.
Oh yeah, if he stays on the same trajectory he's on right now, Michael Parsons is on track to have just about 50 sacks in 4 years.
So my question to you is this: Has there been a player when it was time to get paid in that contract season? Has there been a player like Mike, like him, with that has his types of numbers?
Let's see.
Because if you look at Bosa, if you look at TJ Watt had 20 sacks in his first 2 years. Micah has 14 now.
Mm-hmm.
And if he gets 20 like he says he's going to, I don't know if he's going to get 20, but I know he's going to get hella close. Could you imagine Micah Parsons having 30 sacks in 2 years? That's 15 sacks a year. The next year, all he would have to do is get 10 sacks, and he has 40 sacks in 3 years. He would have hit the 40-sack part. Think about this. The Dallas Cowboys have a special place in their stadium for – oh, my God. Bro, the Cowboys have a special shrine in their stadium for all the players who have gotten 100 sacks. They're going to have to make a new one because he's going to have 100 sacks in his first 7-8 years.
Yeah, you got to think about it. There's a guy that's comparable with the sack output. because Von Miller had 11.5 his rookie year, and then he backdoored and had 18.5.
Jesus.
The only reason that he didn't have bigger numbers because he got hurt the very next year, only played 9 games, only had 5 sacks.
But he
But then
still got paid.
he still got paid. He came right back, had a 14 sack season, and had an 11 sack season the year they won the Super Bowl.
So that's what I'm telling, man. Micah Parsons, I believe he's gonna be everything that the Cowboys say that they want him and need him to be. But my biggest thing with my boy Micah Parsons is this: Dallas Cowboys, get ahead of this train. Don't Dak Prescott this. You know what I'm saying? Get ahead of this train. Get ahead of this train.
It'll be cheaper. The earlier you sign him, the cheaper you're going to get him for, and there's not going to be that much of a difference. But try and neutralize some of this interest he's earning, so to say, because every year that passes by, he's a double digit sack guy. His value increases tremendously,
especially with him playing every single game.
Yes, and then you got to think about it. He's going to be playing in a 17-game season unless we got the number 1 seed locked up or something. He's going to be out there.
Well, I think Micah Parsons understands what the bigger goal in all this. So I don't think Micah Parsons is ever missing any game unless he absolutely has to. Like I remember that there was like a couple years ago, Sean Lee missed out on a $500,000 bonus because he had to get a certain amount of tackles and sacks. Oh, no, tackles. And he was on the side. They benched him for the final game of the season, and you could see he was noticeably pissed on the sidelines. Micah Parsons is not that type of dude. He not that type of dude. I don't foresee him allowing any organization or anybody to kind of stellar his sats down so that they can prevent him from getting his bag. Like I just don't see it. So it's like, and it's the thing about it is he is only 1 year behind Diggs. So it's like, you just know if I'm a Dallas Cowboy currently, a guy like CeeDee Lamb, a guy like Diggs, man, y'all gonna have to get paid because they gonna use Micah Parsons as the reason on why they can't pay y'all. And honestly, I promise you this: when you hear about people getting contracts, you're gonna start hearing Micah Parsons' name coming up. Like we got Micah coming up, we got Micah, and we got Micah coming up, and we got a bunch of stuff we gotta do, and we got Micah coming up. You're gonna start hearing it, man.
Mm-hmm. And also for me to clarify, I was off a little bit. He had 13 sacks, but still tremendous.
Say that again.
So yeah, Micah had 13, not 14, but he was still tremendous what the hell he did.
Hey, how many sacks did D-Law have in his, not D-Law, but DeMarcus Ware have in his first 2 years?
Let's take a look at that. DeMarcus Ware, 19.5 in his first 2 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, then he had the famous 20 sack season in 2008.
Jesus, you telling me, bro? Micah is he's on pace to do some ridiculous stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has 14 now. For him to get 100, let's see, 100. The 100 is like the big number. In you get 100 sacks, you're going to Hall of Fame in the NFL. That's 86. Mm-hmm. He's played 1 year. Let's see if he plays. I mean, if all he gets is if he gets 9 sacks for the rest of his career, he plays 10 more years. It's 90 more sacks, man. He's gonna get 100. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if he get 9 sacks a season, he'll be 100-yard guy, 100-sack guy.
And then also think about this. You have another guy in Trevon Diggs, man. You have another guy in Trevon Diggs who's also in the same situation. And I'm going to tell you, the Cowboys, man, I keep hearing this conversation about, Trevon Diggs being okay to play with his brother. And I'd be like, bruh, how is – and the Cowboys, oh, dummy. The Cowboys is dumb, man. Some of the stuff they do just makes no sense. Why? Like I'm thinking of the Dallas Cowboys. Why would you guys reshare an article about Trevon Diggs possibly playing with his brother? Bro, there's no physical, financial way for us to get Trevon Diggs. It's Trevon Diggs. There's no financial way.
He makes way too much money.
Like, bro, the only way that them dudes will be on the same, the Cowboys have to know that the only way for us to be able to get that young man is if what? Is if, no, not if us to get him. The only way for him to play with his brother is if they playing on the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this, man, because the Cowboys, I'm gonna be curious on how the Cowboys view Trevon Diggs, because Trevon Diggs, man, like if we look at his interceptions, man, there's nobody who's done what he's done in his first 2 years. Like there's
not in the modern NFL.
So I mean, Trevon Diggs is also a dude. I mean, what was his official number? 11 this year.
He had 11 interceptions. He has 14 for his career, and there are guys that played in the league their entire NFL career that don't have 14 picks.
Who's the highest paid corners right now in football?
Let's see.
We're gonna do the same math and I'm gonna tell you the math is actually worse with Trevon Diggs. Why? Because you don't have a 5th-year option.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I mean, if Trevon Diggs gets 6 interceptions this year, man, you need to be trying to sign him immediately after the season.
Okay, let's see the top 3.
Pulling up the top 3 corners right now in football. Top 3 highest paid. I think Byron Jones is gonna be up there.
Byron Jones is actually still in the top 10.
Highest paid, not best. Highest paid. What's up with you, Chris?
Hold on, this shit loaded slow.
My boy Chris says, "What's up with you, man? Night Owl, Cowboy in the house. What's up with you? What's up, Josh Warren? Appreciate you for tapping in." Jennifer,
right,
what's up with you, Jennifer? Appreciate you for tapping in. Tyrone Church, appreciate you.
Denzel Ward is the highest paid cornerback in the league.
And how many interceptions did he have in his first 2 years?
Probably like 3, but let's look. Let's take a look. So Denzel Ward is currently the highest paid corner. How many interceptions does he have? Let's pull it up.
What we're doing right
5.
here. He had 5. Damn.
He has 10 interceptions for his career, which is not. Listen,
what's up,
that's
Lee?
not bad. It's not bad at all. We're being honest, but it's not what. That's not Trevon Diggs. Trevon Diggs got 14 interceptions in 2 years.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. I mean, like, I feel like you can use the same argument against both guys. Against Ward, you could be like, well, bro, this is a passing league. Quarterbacks are throwing the ball 50 times. You would think that you would have more interceptions than that, right? But then you can look at Diggs and be like, well, bro, it's a passing league. No, duh. You get all them interceptions. They're throwing the ball 50 times. Like, average quarterbacks are throwing the ball 50 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's no good nowhere, no matter how you put it.
Jalen Ramsey is the second highest paid cornerback in the league.
What he got? I know he didn't get a lot of interceptions his first 2 years.
Nah, people don't really throw it like that at this boy. But let's take a look. He has 15 career interceptions.
He's been in the league 5 years though.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You've been in the league 6 years.
Yeah, I was literally just doing the math on my hand. I was like, wait, 6, 5.
Yeah, he's same draft class as
Zeke,
because we had the argument of should we draft him or Zeke, and they said the best defense was a good offense.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget that. He had 6 interceptions in his first 2 years.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Diggs is doing stuff that's never been charted before. Doing stuff that's never even probably even been thought about before. In a time span never thought about or dreamed about.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Now who is the third? And then Marlon Humphrey, he might have. Let's see what Marlon Humphrey got here. He's the third highest paid cornerback in the league. What do my boy got?
What's up with you, Jennifer? Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for sharing.
Stats. Okay. So this man has 9 career interceptions in 5 years.
Jesus.
Well, no, he came in 2017. Yeah, 5 years. And then he had 4 in his first 2 years.
Yeah, man. Cowboys got some major decisions to make.
So let's see. Let's go look at Everson Walls because that's the last guy that had 11 interceptions before.
Everson Walls, great cornerback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, because he had. Yeah, you see, I can find his actual stats. Here you go, Football Pro Reference. Okay, Everson Walls had 18 interceptions in his first 2 years.
Jesus.
And he did get paid like a mug.
He also a Hall of Famer too, though.
He also a Hall of Famer. Ended his career with 57 interceptions, and there's guys that don't have 50 touchdowns.
And they was not throwing the ball like that back then. So, so both Micah Parsons and Trevon Diggs are on path to do some crazy stuff. My boy Neil says J.C. Jackson had 8 interceptions his first 2 years.
You said he only had 8?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like the Cowboys are gonna play Trevon Diggs differently this year. There's no way you let him run up 10 interceptions on you in a year where he can get paid. There's no way the Cowboys do that. Bro, if Trevon Diggs gets 10 interceptions, bro, no matter what the Cowboys win a Super Bowl or not, bro, the final game of the season, no matter where it is, bro, I'm going to let y'all know I'm not going to be at training camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all know now. You know what I'm saying? It's February such and such. I'm not going to be at training camp. Don't even pack my stuff. You get my check. If you ain't got my check, I'm not going to be at training camp.
For real. Because, yeah, man, that man needs to get paid. And, you know, it may not be with the Cowboys. We were just talking about would it be wise to trade Trayvon Diggs while we still had a chance? Because we always are in a position where we know we're not going to resign a player, and then we let them walk for nothing. You could at least get a low to mid-round pick for Trayvon Diggs with his expiring contract.
I mean, my thing is this. I think that the Dallas Cowboys should have been open to trading Diggs before they traded Amari Cooper.
Yes. And you know why?
And you would have probably got more for Diggs than you would have got Amari Cooper because Diggs would have been still had 2 years left on a contract, and he's not paid. Like somebody would have, you would have probably could have damn near got a first. After 11 interceptions, you probably could have burned the team for a first round pick, low key.
Yep. And, you know, neither one of them would have felt.
With 2 years left on the contract and 14 interceptions, somebody would have gave you a first-round pick for him.
Yeah, and, you know, and that's pretty much the situation we were in with Amari Cooper. We traded a first-round pick and got him, and he had 2 years left on his contract.
Appreciate you, B. Smith.
There's always a team willing to do that, especially depending on the cornerback draft coming in, and they need one. Because 9 times out of 10, there's not going to be a cornerback coming in that's as productive as Trayvon Diggs.
Facts. And you already getting what you want. And think about this. If you're a team that's like, well, bro, I don't care if he gives up a bunch of touchdowns. Why? Because we score a bunch of touchdowns. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not tripping.
Hey, he'll be perfect for the Chiefs with.
Oh, my God. Get out of my freaking head, bro.
No, for real. I'm just saying it's a team.
Get out of my head. Oh, my God. Get out of my head, cuzzo.
A team that can put.
Bro, that is the exact team that pulled out of my head. Like I couldn't even finish my example because you were saying the team. Like the Chiefs are bro. That's the perfect team that I was about to say. Like, bro, if I was the Chiefs, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm calling up any team that scores 40 points. Like any team that can score 40 points, or forget 40 points. Any team that can score 30 points. Because if you can score 30 points, you can compensate for Diggs. Why? Because, bro, we don't score 30 points every night, and we compensated for Diggs for the most parts, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then hell.
People are like, yeah, we did. We averaged it. No, bro, we did not score 30 points when it counted. Stop it right now. Stop it. You are what you are when you need it.
Our point total dropped when we played winning teams. Ask 49ers.
Oh, I need that stat. I need that. Ugh. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, the Cowboys don't win too many high. We don't have too many high scoring losses. We don't. Like when we lose, we don't score. That's just what it is. I think the Raiders game is like the Raiders and the Bucks games was like an anomaly. We shouldn't have lost I will still say to this day we shouldn't have lost the Bucks game. We should not have lost that game. We should not have lost that freaking game.
Why did we throw the ball?
All we had to do was run the ball. Like we could have just clock managed our way out of that game.
Yes, because we got into scoring position. We already were in field goal range. You know, when we completed that first down to CD Lamb, he got juice. He broke the tackles, went up the field. So we were in field goal range right then. There were no particular reason to put the ball in the air.
Mm-hmm. And we did.
Even if we don't go down there and score a touchdown, we could have took enough time off the clock, but they didn't have time to get down there and kick a damn field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, and that's why I said we could have timed it. Like Zeke should have won that fourth quarter for us. Like, bro, they got to stop. They got to start letting Zeke win quarters for us, bro. Like that Buccaneers. Like that's one game. I got you, B. Smith. That's one game that like I said, that game. It took me like 4 or 5 weeks to get over that game. I was still talking about it because I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell the Cowboys should have lost that game. Game. 49ers. I tell you like this: the 49er game, we deserve to lose that game, bro. 164 yards rushing. Come on, bro. But
man, think about this. We could have ran the ball 3 times with negative yardage.
Well,
and they would at least had to burn their damn timeout.
Facts. That's what I be saying. That's why I be saying. That's why I get so mad when people be like, "Oh yeah, but you can't run." Yeah, you can, bro. We could have ran and lost damn. We could have lost yards, and it would have been more positive than what we did. Because the damn clock is still going, bro. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't let Tom score almost 40 points. We're not scoring. We're not stopping him today. You feel me? It's not gonna happen today. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen today. So guess what? What we gonna do? We're gonna slow this damn game down. We're not gonna give Tom another possession to beat us because for the most part, bro, if you go look at his possessions to win, bro, I think he was like an 8 of 11. He was whipping our ass, bro.
Mm-hmm. Going off.
Like, come on, man. So it's like you sometimes you just gotta admit, move in, and commit to what you're doing best, and that's run the damn ball. Hey man, hey Cuzzo, let them know where they can find you at, and also let them know what is the latest article that you dropped. We could talk about it for a little bit, and then talk to me about talk to me about your last article that you dropped. And then talk to me a couple minutes for the new article you're about to drop. I need about 2-3 minutes on each.
Bet. Well, hell, you already know the next article I'm finna drop. Cause I'm finna drop this top 10 list on their ass, man.
Top 10 on their ass. That one don't count. I'm talking about creative content.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Creative thought content. CT content. We're gonna call that CT content. CCT content. Cowboys creative content. Cowboys creative thought content. CCTC.
Okay. Now, we talked about this last one when I came up on the show that we will talk about managing expectations for Jalen Tolbert. And, I still, even with everything, just because I know the way the offense runs, I know we're going to throw the ball almost 40 times a game. I'm not saying that's in the best interest of the Cowboys, but with the amount of targets that have left the team and the amount of production that we lost, somebody is going to have to catch the ball. He's been training with Dak. He's learning the playbook. Been in the Man Hill pocket all summer. He's going to get the attempts. He's going to get the playing time. I'm still predicting 1,050 yards and 6 touchdowns for him.
So you're basically saying he's going to be the rookie of the year?
Basically, he going to look because they like giving rookie of the year to quarterbacks. So if one of the quarterbacks doesn't have a good year, I'm expecting Jalen Tolbert to be the offensive rookie.
Basically, bro, or at least be in the conversation.
He's gonna be in the conversation
because a rookie that gets 1,000 yards is typically, unless there's like this ridiculous year. I mean, the Olay kid is probably the only kid that comes to mind, and he went. Where did he go? The kid from the Buckeyes.
Ohio State.
Yeah, where did he go? Didn't he go to? I think he went to the Saints, didn't he?
I think both of them boys went to the Saints, but let me look. Olave. Yeah, Chris Olave. He went to
I mean, the kid from Arkansas that went to the Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry is getting the balls. You just shut up, and when we get to you, we'll get to you.
Right.
Derrick Henry is getting the balls. Like, don't be out. You just going out there and stand.
Yeah, but yeah, Chris Olave went to the Saints. But yeah,
Jameis, and they got Michael Thomas too. So the chances of him, is Michael Thomas gonna come back?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna ask you a question because ain't nobody ever talked about this. What would you think about if the Cowboys traded for Michael Thomas?
Boy, we said.
Would you be okay with that trade? And what would you give up for a Michael Thomas? What are your thoughts? Because I know, and listen to me. This is just something I just pulled out the top of my head. You feel me? Like, this is just because like Michael Thomas just like disappeared. Like I almost feel like someone deleted him off the game. Did someone delete Michael Thomas off the game on accident? You know how you be playing Madden and we don't nobody do this, but you know how we be juicing our stats up, you know what I mean, juicing up your accolades. Accidentally delete somebody out the game. Cause like I'm like, where the hell is Michael Thomas at?
Man, I would.
Would you trade for Michael Thomas? This is a first. Nobody's talking about this. First on West Coast in the Henny Mo show. Let's go. Would you trade for Michael Thomas?
Nigga, I trade CeeDee Lamb for Michael Thomas.
Okay, we gotta watch the N-word on live, but we gonna do it anyways. Hey, you guys, when he meant Negro in the most popular way. But let's go.
Yeah, I would give up CeeDee Lamb for Michael Thomas. That's how high I am on him. His route running ability, his catch radius, his ability to get separation in close space. Yes, I would definitely take Michael Thomas over CeeDee Lamb because of his skill set. His skill set, I believe, fits better with what Dak Prescott does. Because he's the type of guy, he's going to be open. He's like a tight end, basically. He's going to be open at the top of routes. He's going to be right there between 10, 20 yards. He's going to be open. He's going to have a nice Lawrence target for Dak Prescott. I like what he would bring to the Cowboys if he was actually on our team. I'm not saying that CeeDee Lamb is a bad receiver. I'm not saying he ain't going to have a good year. I'm just saying with how his skill set is set up, I would take him.
Okay.
And Mel, I do not smoke or drink anymore. I'm going to tell you why I believe Jalen Tolbert would get 1,000
yards. Boring ass. How you what? Oh, boring ass.
Super boring. I've been sold about a year now.
Praise God. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing. There will be no peer pressure from me. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you ever standing by Snoop Dogg, you gonna relapse. Because if Uncle Snoop hand you that blunt, you smoking. Yeah, you mean. That's a rule, boy. Don't get jumped after the venue for not smoking the blunt. But hey, man, Jalen Tolbert. What we're saying is, Jalen Tolbert is going to have to get 1,000 yards. So. Like,
and he set up for it.
And he set up for it. Yeah, like we're not saying that he's gonna get it because of him. We're saying because of man, like who else is that gonna throw it to?
And also, Mel, you forgetting one thing.
Michael Gallup ain't gonna be here to when is what's the day? What day is Thanksgiving on Thursday? Michael Gallup will be there 2 days before Thanksgiving. Whatever day Thanksgiving is, he'll be there when is week 8? Tell me when week 8 is.
He might not even be back then, honestly.
Well, pub is 6 weeks. I think at earliest week 8. Bro, he can't miss half a season. If he misses half the season, bro, there's no freaking reason you should have signed him. Who was gonna sign him if he couldn't play a half a season, bro? If he was gonna play half a season, you could have signed him on a 1-year deal then.
But just peep this out, man.
Bro, he better not miss half a season. He can't miss more than 8 games.
So Mel, our offense averaged 38.4 pass attempts a game last year.
Damn.
So we were the 5th. We passed the ball the 5th most in the entire league.
Who passed it the most? Who passed it the most? I'm curious.
I have to pull it up. Man.
No. Finish your thought. I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing that. Go ahead, finish your thought.
You're all right. Because Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson are gone, and Michael Gallup is probably going to miss.
And Cedric Wilson's gone too.
Yeah, we're gonna miss most of the season. Those 3 guys had 227 targets last year.
Cedric Wilson and Amari?
No, Cedric Wilson, Amari, and Michael Gallup. So that's 227 targets between the three of them. When you start the season, you're going to be missing 227 targets from your offense. The ball has to go to somebody. As it stands right now, Jalen Tolbert is your number 2 receiver because James Washington is a slot guy. So your outside receiver is Jalen Tolbert. He's going to get a ton of targets in an offense that passes the ball a ton of times. So he's going to get 1,000 yards, especially when you also factor in it's a 17-game season. That's only 60 yards a game, brother.
And, man, I'm going to tell you guys this. Mel Hayes, if Jalen Tolbert don't get 1,000 yards, bruh. That gonna throw for like 3,900 yards, 3,500 yards. Because, bruh, are you then saying a tight end is gonna get like 1,500? Because think about this. I'm gonna put this picture up real quick, right? These are the people who we gonna come back to Michael Thomas. We gonna you wanna go viral? We gonna go viral, bro. I'm gonna drop a video on trading for Michael Thomas. You do a video article. We gonna see if we can get the nation to talk about it, and then watch what's gonna happen. People gonna start talking about, oh, and Mike Fish gonna drop, oh, this is Fish, this is exclusive. What do the Dallas? Hey, y'all know I love Uncle Fish, man. I'm just playing. But let's look at this, you guys. This is who Dak went and practiced with. I see a tight end, I see a wide receiver, and Zeke is in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. James Washington's not in this picture, not saying that means anything. But James Washington was not hurt or he was nothing wrong with him in Pittsburgh. That boy just could not get on. He just was. I mean, that's just, we can say what. The only reason why y'all like James Washington is because he's Dad's homeboy. Let's just be real. Dad's my homeboy, and I can say it too.
Mel, you do realize
keeping it real now.
Gallup is probably going to miss half the season. You can't put a guy up there to catch balls if he's not on the field.
Nope. Now look at this.
So for 10 weeks, from 8 to 10 weeks, Jalen Tolbert is going to be your number 2.
Bruh, this is like if you add George Washington, I'll say George. If you add George Washington on there, say we add George Washington on there and Abraham Lincoln. Right, you got George Washington, you got Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was like 6'8". That's a good target for Dak. Even with the 2 presidents on there, that's the first president, and I think Abraham was 15, right? I'm still gonna say, okay, point to the guy on here who's gonna give me 1,500 yards. Who are you gonna point to? I'm gonna point to CeeDee Lamb. Okay. Point to the guy on here who has to get me 1,000 yards. Who you pointing to? Mel, there goes your old conversation, bruh. If you point to a tight end, congratulations. You probably just won 8 games. Because if Dak number 1 target is a tight end, and it's not named George Kittle, and he's not named Noah Fant, or he's not named what's that boy in Atlanta, or he's not named what's that boy in one of these tight ends that look like a wide receiver, bro. If you're throwing 1,000 yards to a tight end, guess what defenses are doing? Defenses are letting you catch the ball and they're tackling your ass. You have a very boring offense that's probably not doing much.
He asked how many yards I think CD will get. I got CD down for 1,300 yards.
He got to get 1,300, bro. He got to get 1,300. Oh, my God, bro. I'm going to tell you this right here. If CD Lamb don't have 1,000 yards.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Jalen Tolbert going to be your number 1 receiver.
Like, you can't even think about 1,000 yards. He got 1,000 yards last year and only played, for 15 games?
Yeah.
He got to get
he got 1,100 yards last year.
1,100, bro. That's not even listen to me. The conversation y'all really need to ask is, who on this mother pitcher gonna score? Like, miss me with all them Julio Jones yards. Who in the hell is gonna score touchdowns?
It's going to have to be CeeDee Lamb and Dalvin Schultz. We talk about people that's going to get in the end zone.
Like, who is going to actually put points on the board? Because miss me with all that, oh, he's going to get 13, he's going to get 15, he's going to get, he's going to get 18, he's going to get 14. Miss me with all that crap. All them Julio Jones yards. Who the hell is going to score touchdowns?
But yeah, man, we throw the ball way too much. That really is what I'm getting. The point is, we're gonna have all the gaudy numbers, but we're probably not gonna win a lot of games because we're throwing the ball 40 times a game.
And you got to score, bro. If you're gonna be throwing the ball, you got to be up there in the 50s. Like, the only way that throwing the ball excessively leads to success is if you're throwing like 50 touchdowns. Like, do you guys see Dak throwing like I love Dak, but what is that? And think about that. That was in a 16. Nobody did it in a 17-game season yet. So let's do 50 divided by 16. It's 4 touchdowns a year. I mean, basically 4 touchdowns a game. Like, I love me some Dak, but like I don't see Dak. I don't see Dak throwing the ball 4 touchdowns to these guys I don't see it, bruh. Like, I don't see it. I don't see 30. I don't even see 37 touchdowns. So it's like, bruh, these hats that we wearing, man, y'all really got to support these, man, because I'm going to tell y'all this. If you put Zeke on this picture, it looks like a totally different picture. And we all know that. Another guy that's not on this picture. 2 guys that's on this picture that's going to have to do a lot. Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, man. They going to have to score touchdowns, bruh. Because all I'm hearing is yards from CeeDee Lamb. But CeeDee Lamb with 1,700 yards and 6 touchdowns, that does nothing for me. Reason why we love Dez is because he scored. Reason why we like Michael Irvin because he scored. Reason why Drew Pearson is because he scored. Like, they're going to have to score, bruh.
Yep.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
And I also agree with that point because we've been asking for Tony Pollard to be the slot receiver as well. We need some more explosive plays out of the offense, especially if we're going to continue to struggle in the red zone. We need to score from further out.
Yeah. So
like you said, a good like you said, your way of solving our issue is to avoid it altogether. If we struggle in scoring in the red zone, then let's get some more big plays out of the offense.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you this, man. That's why, I mean, I know it sounded crazy as heck, but that's why trading for Michael Thomas, low-key makes sense for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he's not guardable in the red zone.
Like, it low-key makes, and I almost feel like the Saints might be willing to get rid of him. Now, contractual, let's look at this contract. Let's see what's going on right now. The out that they have, you'd have him under contract 3 more years. If they were to trade him, let's see. Average salary is 19.2, so he's actually cheaper than Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he looked like.
And hey, I think Michael Thomas had wanted to get out of there at some point anyway. So I don't know. Maybe we could swing that.
All right, here we go. So pre-6.
Cuz a little older than I thought he was, but shoot, I'll still take him.
28. I mean, this is my thing. I would trade him and rework that contract.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely trade him and rework that contract. But I mean, it's definitely doable. But I mean, for this type of offense, I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, if you're gonna continue to throw the ball, man, you're gonna need a big receiver, man. He says, if Jalen Tolbert gets 1,000 yards, I'll tattoo your name on my face. I'm gonna be honest with you, 1,000 yards is not really it's not. I think it's obtainable. You know what I'm saying?
1,000 yards in anything, it's not the same anymore with an extra game. I want y'all to understand that 1,000 yards sounds like a lot. It's not anymore. It's a 17-game season. So if you divide 1,000 by 17, let's do the simple math. If you divide 1,000 by 17, he only has to average 59 yards a game. That is not a lot.
And considering that, like, who he's gonna be my thing is like this. Even Noah Brown. Why the hell are you not here? Like, you're possibly going to be a starter this year.
Yeah, man. Well, this is the thing.
What did Michael Gallup have his rookie year? Michael Gallup didn't really have a good rookie year. I think he had like 500 yards, to be honest with you. That's why we traded for Amari Cooper, keep it real.
Yeah, Michael Gallup did not have a good rookie year. He had a good playoff game against the Rams, but he didn't have a good rookie year. Let me see what his stats were. So 2018, he had 507 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Say that one more time.
507 yards and 2 touchdowns.
What did Jamar Chase have his rookie year?
No.
Don't do Jamar Chase. Do because he's an anomaly. Do CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb had 907 yards, I think. But let me verify. 935 yards. 5 touchdowns.
See, it's the touchdowns that I care about, man.
He had 5. He has 11 career touchdowns. He had 5 his rookie and 6 this last season.
Mel says Gallup picked up at the end. You want to know why he picked up at the end? Why do you think Mel? I want to know. I want you to ask yourself, Mel. Why do you think Michael Gallup got better at the end of the season of his rookie year? Why do you think he got better?
Well, one, he was.
Nope.
You want Mel to actually
I want Mel or someone in the comment box.
He said, "Do another 3rd round receiver." Let's take a look. What is another notable 3rd round receiver that came out?
Bro, it ain't got to be 3rd round because a 1,000-yard receiver in the first in his rookie year is not a 3rd round receiver. If you get 1,000 yards in your rookie season in any position, you should have been a 1st rounder. If I tell you a rookie got 1,000 yards in his rookie as a running back, as a rookie, you'd be like, damn, yeah, that's a 1st round pick. A wide receiver in 1,000 yards in his first rookie season, bro, that's not a 3rd round pick. That's a 1st round receiver. That's a 1st round pick receiver. So you guys are hoping that Jalen Tolbert really was a 1st round pick. That's what you guys are really hoping. Nobody wants to say that, but that's the real honest facts. You're hoping that he is a number 1. Okay, my boy says chemistry with Dak. I'm going to tell you the real reason why he got better. You guys know what the Dallas Cowboys did week 8, right before we went on the bye. What did we do? Anybody remember what we did? What did we do in 2018, week 8? Anybody know? I'm going to tell you guys. As soon as I get somebody to say, no, I don't know. Or someone give me a guess. What did we do? What did we do week 8 of Michael Gallup's rookie season? There you go, Mel Hayes. We traded for Amari Cooper. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, what did Amari Cooper do week 1, the first week he played for us? He had a solid game. What did he do week 2 versus the Eagles? Not week 2, it was like week 9. Week 2 with us. He had one of the biggest games in Dallas Cowboys history. He had like 190 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It was 200-some yards, right?
It was ridiculous. Amari Cooper had I think it was like 780 yards in like 6 games. Amari Cooper just went dumb. He went dumb. All right? So imagine what that did for Michael Gallup when they inserted that real number 1 dog. It allowed him to what? Be Michael Gallup. Now, this is the issue that I had with trading Amari Cooper, is that Amari Cooper's success is tied to every receiver on this team's success that they have had is tied to what? Amari Cooper. That's why I thought that it made sense. If you're going to trade for a wide receiver, you should probably go trade for someone who has had success by themselves. Because CeeDee Lamb's success is tied to what? Amari Cooper. Michael Gallup's best season is tied to what? Amari Cooper. Like, these are all guys that are 2 and 3 that were all benefiting from what? Amari Cooper. So it's like that's why for me I was like, man, it's impossible for the Dallas Cowboys to trade Amari Cooper. Like it's impossible. You trade CeeDee Lamb before you trade Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? So now that the Cowboys have done that, that's why I say like it makes sense. Like I hope 2018 is not one of them seasons where it's like, where we got to lose a bunch of games and then halfway through the season, Jerry's like, man, F this, go trade, go give a first round pick for somebody. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's why I just, man, like training camp is going to be interesting, man. It's going to be very interesting. And I'm hoping that these wide receivers are just killing our corners, because if they're not, man, we're going to be in trouble, bro. Like if you're the only thing you hear about is Anthony Brown and Diggs just locking people down, bro, we going to have problems this year. Because you got to think like this. If our corners are locking down these receivers every day at practice, what are they going to do against the rest of the NFL and Dak Prescott in an offense that wants to throw the ball 40 times?
And that's the issue. I hope and pray that Jalen Tolbert doesn't have 1,000 yards.
Facts.
Because that's first and foremost a lot to ask for him, but it's just a simple fact of how our offense is set up. We throw the ball. There were games we threw the ball damn near 60 times. And you think this man won't get 1,000 yards playing like that if he's on the field?
Yeah, man. And it's like, think about this, man. I was mad at the Cowboys throwing the ball 60 times last year versus the Bucs with that wide receiving core. Bro, they're not talking about this receiving core is going to three guys with 1,000 yards. So that's why, like, man, honestly, man, like, we need to be like the Tennessee Titans. Like, that's my new conversation I'm going to start talking, because the Tennessee Titans proved that with a superior run game that you can have an average quarterback. Because Tannehill, when they traded for him, everybody was like, bro, he's a bum. But they're like, yeah, but we just need a bum that's better than the bum that we have. And can you stay healthy? You know what I'm saying? That's like, I think that's Tannehill's greatest attribute is he stays healthy. And he's healthy enough to hand the ball off to the running back.
Derrick Henry was so good, he got that boy paid.
We gonna have a nigga jar.
Oh, I'm gonna start dropping quarters.
Hell nah. You got that money, man. Yeah, you mean I seen your Facebook. I seen your Instagram. What is it? I don't have no money. That money on the Instagram, that is fake money. I am broke.
Yeah, that's prop money, man. I don't know what you're talking
about. That is
man.
Prop money.
That's not even George Washington on the dollar.
Oh man, that's them Usher bucks.
Man, that's James Washington on the.
That boy said he got them James Washingtons. Oh, he got them Kelvin Benjamins.
Oh man.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, just to kind of pivot back on something. I think if you were to trade somebody right now, I think Diggs would be a good commodity, man, because like if you say Kelvin Joseph, Anthony Brown, and then your corner you just drafted, like, yes, you lose. I feel you lose the explosiveness from the interceptions. Yes, you do. But I feel like, first off, the Cowboys didn't even really score. I think off of Diggs' 11 interceptions, I think we only scored 3 times actual touchdowns off of the interceptions. So even
one of them he ran it back himself.
2, I think it was 2. I thought he had 2.
Yeah, he got 2. Matter of fact, I was there for the first one at the Eagles game.
Yeah, he had because Diggs had 11 interceptions, and the Cowboys scored 5 total touchdowns off those 11, and 2 was scored by Diggs himself. So think about that. That means there was 6 other times he took the ball and we got either field goal or nothing.
Horrible.
So it's like that's why I say like you could actually trade him, and you know what I'm saying, and it wouldn't necessarily hurt you because you weren't like, if we was like the Chiefs, like if we were scoring all the time, oh my God, you would love him because you're like, bro, I don't care, get beat, Diggs, we ain't tripping because we're gonna throw a touchdown on the very next play. Go ahead.
Hey, I was gonna respond to Mel.
Mel crazy. Hey, Mel, don't be all up in my comment box, boss hog in my comment box, and then disappear for a long time. I don't mind y'all coming up in here having a good time, but your ass better be back here next time we go live.
Of course, but hey, just to answer your question, Mel. We have a running back, and Zeke may not be Derrick Henry, but he just needs the ball. Because last year he played through a PCL.
Bruh, Zeke is better than Derrick Henry. Zeke don't get the ball 31 times. And shout out to my boy Ibn Nunt Idit.
I was
On it.
finna touch on that point because did you know Zeke carried the ball last year less times than he did in the year that he got suspended. So the year that he got suspended, he carried the ball more times than he did last year.
You want to know why? Because as much as y'all hated Jason Garrett, my dog, I almost had to put 50 cents in the book because Jason Garrett, I'm a new money. But yeah, Jason Garrett, man, y'all got my boy Jason up out of here, but I'm gonna tell you this one thing about Jason Garrett, and Jason Garrett ran that goddamn football, man. I'm gonna tell you that. Because listen to me, Jason Garrett had multiple 1,000-yard rushers, man. He had that boy, listen to me, in 2013 when we weren't even a good season. Y'all don't even remember. Y'all probably don't know what happened in 2013. We weren't good. But we still had 1,100 yards. He got 1,080 yards out of Darren McFadden. He got 1,800 yards out of DeMarco Murray. He got 1,600 yards out of Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott got suspended the very next year. Guess what? Got 998 yards out of. Still damn near got 100 yards a game. So you miss me. Y'all can miss me. I ain't gonna lie. I take Jason Garrett as offensive coordinator right now and twice on Sundays. Hell, you mean that's an article on my mama.
Hey,
bring Jason Garrett back.
Give Zeke 31 attempts, and we're gonna see who's better.
If you gave Ezekiel Elliott the exact amount of carries that Jason Taylor had this year, he has 1,632 yards. I did the math already. Did that already. Didn't I? I be arguing about Zeke way too much not to be strapped and loaded. You feel me? Like I be having these stats like They be like, you feel me? Like you know how you see the mafia movies? They be going, they pat them down. They be patting them down. Be like, oh, okay, you got a little 45 right here, got a little 9 right here. Okay, you got a little knife right here. And then you walk in, he forgot my boot. I got the big 9 in my boot right there. Yeah, what I mean, you feel me? That's how I be keeping my Zeke stats. Don't come for me, man. For real, I'm just saying.
Because you can't expect Ezekiel Elliott. There were games where he had under 10 carries. So what do you expect him to do?
10 carries, bro. I know of a game right now where Zeke got the ball 4 times in the whole first half, and he was not in trouble. Like that's some stuff we do to little kids, bro. I do that. We do that to little kids. Give a kid 4 carries in the first half. Why? Because you should have did your damn homework. That's why. What you mean, boy? You see, this the problem with you, son, is you think you special. What you don't understand is that young man over there, he can score touchdowns and he can do his homework. That's why he playing and you ain't. That's the type of stuff you do to little kids, bruh. Hell you mean. You don't do that no grown-ass adult, man. First game in the season like he hurt or injured. Man, they gave the ball to Zeke 4 times in the first quarter of the first game of the NFL season. That's trash, bruh. And fans going to try to talk to me about. And think about this. He was still top 3 in the NFL through weeks 1 through 5.
You're actually wrong about that. He averaged 4.2 yards an attempt. He said he averaged 3.3. He averaged 4.2 yards an attempt. I'm looking at it right now.
And 4.2, how many carries did Jonathan Taylor have?
Well, Zeke had 237 rush attempts.
I remember when they used to say, I remember when DeMarco Murray was getting 420, 415, and people were like, oh my God, is his legs going to fall off? When he hits 450, does his legs just fall off?
Jonathan Taylor had 332. So he had like just about 100 more carries than Zeke. Yeah, 230. Oh, he had over. Yeah, he had just about 100 more. So Zeke had 237. And he had 332. So close to 100 more carries.
I mean, give me Zeke 25 carries a game times 17. That's 425.
And matter of fact,
times
even if Zeke,
that's 1,785 yards.
Even if Zeke only let's say he only did average 3.3 yards a carry. If you run the ball 2 times, you're still in third and short each time. They still have value if he has a positive run, but he averaged 4.2 yards a carry, which is very significant.
I mean, that's why we ran. Like to be honest with you, in 2016, that's why we ran the ball so much on first down because we were averaging 4.6 yards he was averaging like 4.4, 4.6 yards on first down. So it's like, bro, run the ball to Zeke. He's going to get 4 yards. Second down is now what? 2nd and 6. You throw a short pass. You get 5 yards, worst case scenario. Now 3rd and 2, bro, you can do anything on 3rd and 2. Why? Because you have a running back that averages 4.2 yards. The reason why the Cowboys were so effective in 2016 on third down is because we never saw the damn down. We never saw the down. Only way you'll never burn a chicken is if you never cook it. You feel me? If you have a problem burning chicken, don't cook it.
I agree with give Tony the Pollard the rock, but I wouldn't give it to him as a running back. You know, coming out of college, he only had 105 career carries in three seasons. This man had the most returns, touchdowns in NCAA history, and this man run a 4.38. Why do you want the fastest guy on your team? No, as a running back, when you have a need at receiver, you have one of the most explosive players in the entire league as a backup running back. Where he needs to be
he said after week 5, 3.5. Mel, I'm gonna have to call you out. My inbox is at the inbox right there. I'm gonna have to call you out. I'm gonna have to ask you, where was Zeke averaging 3.3 yards after week 5? Where did you see that stat? And I'm also gonna tell you, if he did, that's probably because he tore his PCL. And I don't think it was week 5, because in week 6, I think he had a pretty good game week 6 against the Giants, if I'm not mistaken. But he did tear his PCL around that time. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing about Ezekiel Elliott. Was there ever a game this year where Ezekiel Elliott played against another running back and he was not better than that running back? No. Not once. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can say whatever you want about Zeke. Zeke's doing all that with, 11 to 12 carries a game. Like, he shouldn't even be in the conversation. Zeke gets backup running back carries as a starter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's crazy. He gets backup running backs stats, bruh. Like, that's ridiculous. DeMarco Murray was getting 400 carries a year. That was on a 16-game series, 16-game season. And guess what? Our offense looked unstoppable. If y'all want your offense to be unstoppable, get a running back, hand the ball 30 times. Listen to me. The reason why they call the Tennessee Titans King Henry is because, bro, that's intimidating, bro, when you run the ball on teams.
And you got to think about it like this, man. The last time that Zeke had 300 carries in a season, he had 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, and was a Pro Bowler.
Facts. And the cool thing about Ezekiel Elliott is Zeke doesn't have to have bursts, because that's never really been his game. Yeah, he had some big plays in college when he burst up the middle and broken defensive plays and things like that. But Zeke has always been a wear you down running back. Go look at him in 2016. Go look at all of Ezekiel Elliott's big runs. All his big runs were in the second half of games. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel Elliott has always been a wear you down. And to be honest with you, that's just the NFL in general. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Zeke doesn't have to have the burst when you're getting 4.5 yards a carry. Like, you don't have to, the NFL is not even designed. Like, you guys get these thoughts of one guy breaking off these 99-yard runs, and then all of a sudden that's supposed to happen. That is not the football. That's not, the running backs aren't doing that. That's it. Like that, those types of things happen on broken coverage, broken assignments. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, at 4 yards a carry, man, there ain't really much else you can do but give the dude the damn football. Like, give him the football. And this is my thing. Like, when people say burst and explosion, that's your opinion. That's not anything statistical. So I'm not even going to argue. I don't argue people when they say when they say stuff like burst, or when they say elite, or, you know what I'm saying? Because these are all opinionated words. Like, how do you measure someone's burst? Like, he had 1,000 yards on a torn PCL. He was top 3 in running He was top 3 in rushing in football, all the way up until that PCL was torn, and still played every game. You know what I'm saying? And that's still with less than 300 carries. Like, bruh. Like, I don't.
Tell you, I'll
the
tell
good
you
thing
what,
I would
man,
say
I'll
about
tell you-
Zeke. The good thing I would say about Zeke is he's gonna play a long time. Like, he should play a long time, because the Cowboys definitely ain't really used him.
Man, I'll give you this. If Zeke has the adequate amount of carries this year and he doesn't produce, we'll come back to this. But if Zeke can get 300 carries, I almost guarantee you, I'm willing to bet money that he will be at least a Pro Bowler, maybe an All Pro.
Mm.
But at least let the man get 300 carries. If he get 300 carries and
He
he doesn't
says, my boy
produce,
says
then
Zeke led
talk
the
to me
league
then.
15. Listen to me. I'm gonna give you guys an example. He says Zeke led the league 15 plus yards runs. Not opinion, just facts. You're absolutely right. If you're not saying that the offensive line had anything to do with it, last year Ezekiel Elliott played with a different offensive line coordination every play. You had Terrence Steele. No, you had Leo Collins who got suspended 5 games. You had Terrence Steele who had to back him up. You had Zach Martin. You had Tyler Baez, who was arguably one of the worst centers in football. You had Connor Williams, who led the entire NFL in holding. Then you had Tyron Smith, who's missing games like a mug. So guess what? You're right. Ezekiel Elliott is different from 2016. Guess what? I'm different to 2016. I'm going to tell you a fact. I can't drink milk anymore. Just being honest with you guys. Can't do it no more. I've grown up, and my stomach, it just ain't the same. They say when you hit 40, you start getting close to 40, you can't drink milk anymore. Life changes. Stuff changes, bruh. And guess what? The surroundings around Zeke change. So, yeah, you're right. Give me that offensive line from 2016, and guess what? I'll give you that burst because I'm going to tell you this right here. Listen to me. All the burst in the world that you can say about Tony Pollard, guess what? He still averaged the exact same amount of yards as Ezekiel Elliott. The exact. You don't see Tony Pollard busting off. Tony Pollard plays, and you see. I'm gonna tell you the cool thing about Tony Pollard that Zeke doesn't get. When Zeke is on the field, defense is 110% know that they are doing run. They are going to pass the ball. Or they're gonna try. He's gonna be out there for pass block, but more importantly, Zeke's gonna try to get the ball. When you're out there with Tony Pollard, man, typically the Dallas Cowboys are in some type of passing formation. Go look at Tony Pollard's biggest runs in his career. They were both against wide nines. What are wide nine formation? That is when the defense offsets the defensive end all the way to the furthest end. Why? Because they're trying to put the tackle on an island. That is a 100% go get the quarterback formation. And guess what Tony Pollard did? He ran up the 7 gap and he got active. I am not taking any shade off of him, but I'm saying this. When Zeke is on the field and they know he's running, they know he's getting the ball, and the box is stacked. They don't have that same luxury with Tony Pollard. And to be honest with you, that's the real reason why Tony Pollard doesn't play as much as Zeke. Like, for the folks to and then my thing is this, for the games that Zeke didn't play, why didn't Tony Pollard go off? I'm questioning, why didn't he go off? And I'm just curious, this year or last year? Because I remember a game when Tony Pollard got the starting nod and the Dallas Cowboys had to bring in backup Rico Dow, backup running back out of TCU, if I'm not mistaken. They had to bring him up, and he ended up having just as many carries as Tony Pollard did. You want to know why? Because Tony Pollard couldn't be on the field on first and second downs. Why? Because we were passing the ball. So, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think like this. There's a thing called stacked boxes. When a defense sees Ezekiel Elliott, man, you're bringing that safety in the box. You're bringing that safety in the box. Why? Because, bro, Zeke is a load. You need that box. You need that ninth person.
That's a big old boy.
When Tony Pollard's there, bro, you don't need a ninth person in the box. Why? Because he is a passing threat. That safety's going to drop back and say, you know what? Let me make sure he don't try to do no wheel route. Because if he gets me on a wheel route, Tony Pollard's out running everybody on my defense.
Yep. And that's another thing, man.
My boy, hey, I'm going to answer your question. My boy said he just answered a great question. He says, I just don't understand why Tony Pollard ain't get more snaps with Zeke hurt. You want to know why? Because Tony Pollard can't do everything that Ezekiel Elliott does. And even with Zeke being hurt, he was still more of an asset to this offense than a 100% healthy Tony Pollard. And think about this. The Dallas Cowboys even benched Tony Pollard for the final game of the season. And guess what they did? The playoff game. They gave him the ball 4 times. He says, don't do that. Last year, Tony Pollard started against the 49ers and had a 50. Mel Hayes, I'm going to need you to stop arguing. Listen to me. We about to stop calling Mel Hayes out because now he's gotten to the point of this conversation where he just wants to be talked about. Mel, I just described exactly that play. He was on a wide 9, my brother. He was on a wide 9. His 2 biggest plays came against the exact same defense, the 49ers. We really know football over here. Yeah, but both of those, both Tony Pollard's biggest plays both came against the exact same defense in the exact same defensive front. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the reason being is because, it's more than just running the ball. Like this is my thing. If the Dallas Cowboys were going to commit to running the ball more, then you probably could get more snaps out of Tony Pollard. But if you're going to throw the ball 40 times, bro, there's no way in hell he can be on the field that much. He can't. Not as a running back, he can't. You want to know why? Because, bruh, who do you think was your best running back team last year?
Yeah. Also, Mel, he did have a 50-yard run, and he was able to end the game with 69 yards. So
Thank you. He had 19 more yards, bruh. He had a carry for 11 and something like. That's what I be saying, bro. Like, people only remember the fact.
12 carries for 69 yards, and most of that came on that 50-yard.
On that 50-yard run on the wide nine. And that's just being. I'm just keeping it 190.
And we're not saying anything bad about Tony Pollard. We just are saying they are two different kind of runners. Ezekiel Elliott, you need an extra man in the box because he is definitely a power back. He is a 3-down back if you want him to be. And Tony Pollard, his skill set is best suit really for receiver. But if you want to run him, you need to run him in what will mostly be passing formation and passing downs. Because he needs a lighter box. Because he's not a big guy. He's 6 foot, 209 pounds. I weigh more than Tony Pollard.
Yeah, and for all y'all folks that think that Tony Pollard is built the same way like Zeke, they are not. I've been to enough training camps to know that they are not. You know what I'm saying? They are not. Hey, man, we've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, man. This has been a fire show, man. These shows are getting better. Hey, you guys remember, each day at 11 a.m., West Coast is going to be at training camp. I'm going to be live at training camp giving you guys content. I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to bring it back right here. And then me and my cousin, just like we did right now, we're going to break that content down, that exclusive content. We're going to be giving them – I'm going to have mad giveaways and mad things I'm going to be doing, so make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be mad fun. Soon as training camp start, man, we're going to get this thing popping, man. But, hey, Henny, man, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, man, follow me at Henny the Moor on Facebook, HENNYTHE. MOOR. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, WordPress. I'm all up in there.
And he's soon to be on YouTube, too. Soon to be on YouTube.
Yeah, matter of fact, I had that up and running tomorrow, so you can find me on there, too, man.
Hey, and guess what? For all y'all folks that don't like reading, he came up with a great idea. Let him know what you're going to do.
Yeah, man. So these articles I'm making, I'm going to make a video, read them to you, and break them down as I do so. Because, I know folks, some of y'all don't want to read and some of y'all can't read. I ain't going to call y'all out, so I got y'all.
Either way, he got you, man. And it's only going to cost you 2 soups. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. You feel me? All right, hey, man, you guys already know what it is. If you watching, you already know where to shop. You already know where to see me, your boy at. Appreciate you guys for watching me on all social platforms. Appreciate you, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, y'all already bang with your boy, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mel, my boy, appreciate you for tapping in. Edible on it, appreciate you. Everybody else DC Life 1973. It's a lot of people over there on YouTube. Appreciate you, Joseph Warren. OG Douglas, what up with your man? Bishop in the building. Action Jackson, what's up with you? He's Dennis Davis, what's up with you, sir? Appreciate you. Jennifer Garcia, what's up with you, Jennifer Garcia? Gary Ace, Aaron Senior. Hey, what up with you? What's up with you, man? And everybody else that tuned in tonight, man, I just want to let y'all know we appreciate y'all and appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. And y'all already know what it is, man. Never